Hello everyone, it's Shane Kanto, your Wasteland reviewer, and I'm here to review Mad Heidi. And this is a new action, adventure, comedy, fantasy, horror type thing all thrown together, which is a self-proclaimed Swissploitation film that was crowdfunded and created in the vein of like Kung Fury, except this focuses on a Swiss mountain girl, Heidi, who's abducted by brutal government troops and must defend herself and fight a war against cheese-fueled machinery of hate. And basically Heidi, whose parents are dead and her grandfather gets blown up in a barn, and all of these things happen, and she's captured by the government of Switzerland, run by like the supreme president of Switzerland, played by Casper Van Dien, who, first off, is so over the top, cheesy, winking at the camera. He's so much fun to watch. Who's basically like Swiss cheese Hitler, who has all these crazy ideas and concoctions along with his head doctor of cheese, Pascal Uli, trying to create a way to him to brainwash the masses. But Heidi gets in the way. This mountain girl has to train with nuns and strange absinthe ghost projections to try to become the most badass fighter in all of Switzerland to take down the evil cheese people. And basically, like, they take the route of, like, you know, Switzerland is pure cheese, and if you're lactose intolerant, it's like being Jewish during the Holocaust, and they round you up and all kinds of stuff like that. This is so absurd, and the amount of cheese puns and other puns that get thrown around in this film are so absurd and hilarious. There are definitely moments of this that feel a little stretched out, and maybe they just had like this very specific idea and then try to stretch it into a feature length. There's definitely moments that don't stick, but there's so many great moments of this cheesy, over-the-top kind of reimagining of World War II and Nazi Germany, except through the eyes of Switzerland, and being cheese-centric and creating cheese zombies and stuff like that to rule the world. And it's so over-the-top and absurd. It has this great spaghetti western vibe with its score and everything, and it's winking at the camera every 2 seconds because it knows it's absurd, it knows it's over the top, it's gory, it's violent, people's heads explode and all kinds of stuff. And this all happens when Alice Lucy's Heidi's just living a wonderful life with her man, and he gets killed by the government for illegally transporting cheeses, and it's all about cheese. And Lucy, I think, does a fine job, but there's a decent amount of character actors around that like boost it a little bit. A lot of the actors otherwise aren't the strongest, but it's not that kind of movie. It's cheesy, it's over the top, it's ridiculous. It's definitely a great homage to like these over the top spaghetti westerns, and you just have so much fun with it. And it's absurd to the max. It's like so absurd. It's, yeah, I can't use any other word to describe this except absurd. But it's fun. And it has its fun moments. If you're into over-the-top, ridiculous action stuff, if you liked Kung Fury and you wanted to see, instead of Hitler coming into the 80s, you come into a crazy, fascist, nationalist Switzerland ruled by cheese, then this is the movie for you. But those are my thoughts on Mad Heidi. Let me know what you think, and let's talk some movies. But thank you as always for tuning in and supporting your Wasteland reviewer.